After the break, we'll be talking with Courtney and Elie here via webcam as they tell us about life lessons they've learned while volunteering. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Now is our time to serve, to shake the hand of a veteran, to hire a military spouse, to support, befriend, remember, appreciate. Now.
Welcome back to In Their Boots. With us now are two guests from this week's Real Story. They're both cause alumnus, Courtney Lavelleye and Miss Elie Gass. Ladies, thanks for being a part of the show today. Welcome to In Their Boots.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, when the Real Story was put together, you were both in high school, and yet took the initiative to get involved and make this a part of your lives. Can you talk about why?
We just both really wanted to help out. One day in class, we just were talking about it, and we decided we really wanted to do something. And then my mom just happened to know someone and she had worked one day there before. So, and then once we went once, we just knew that we couldn't leave. So.
And we weren't even in the beginning. We didn't really even think to do something for our wounded soldiers. We initially just wanted to send care packages or do pen pals, but after Ellie's mom told us about cause, and after that one time we went, that was it.
Yeah. Can you talk about some of the bigger surprises you ran into once you got involved with it?
I didn't realize how serious it was, and I don't think I even understood the concept before, that there were going to be this many people there for as long as they were, with as bad of injuries as they were. I'd never even met someone with a brain injury or with such a severe leg injury, and so those are the surprises, because I think it was easier for us to come into it because we didn't even have an idea of what it would be like, so we just dealt with the situation in hand instead of having a preconceived idea and then having to change it. But yeah,
one of our good friends has actually been there for about 5 years, and he got injured in 2003 and he's still there.
Wow.
Which is a long time.
Yeah, well, it sounds like your eyes were open to kind of the hidden world that Walter Reed is for the vets that are there.
Yeah.
What do you think others from your generation have to offer injured vets?
I think that they have to offer themselves. Young people they have so much going on. They're so excited about what's going to happen. They have, so many things that are going on that, are so exciting to us, homecoming or prom or, some little things. And I think the soldiers just really enjoy talking about movies that are coming out and things that they only experienced a year or two ago, so they're still in that mindset in a way. They're very changed from war, but I think they like to go back to what they were a couple years before, because so often they were, going to prom or homecoming just a year before, and so it's nice for them to be oh yeah, I remember my date and this and that, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's really easy for a teen to relate to the guys and girls at Walter Reed because, just like Elie said, so recently we've experienced such similar things like prom or homecoming. Yeah. It's easy to relate on that level too, what we're going through at this moment.
Yeah. Well, what was the most rewarding experience for you girls personally being involved?
For me, it was just the people. The most rewarding is probably being able to just sit and talk to the people there, and that was just the most rewarding thing. And it's probably it changed me the most, because they have such amazing stories and they have such insight that we haven't. They're only a couple years older, and so it's easy to relate to them, and then they've also been through so much, and all the trials and tribulations that they've had to go through, and just them telling me about it kind of helps me to learn and teach myself to not give up and keep going, and so yeah.
And that's so similar for me too. Because, the start of school, it's hard. I haven't been doing so well in biochem, and it just makes you think, well, that's just a class. I have time to do better. It's not life and death. It's not my health. It's just the class that I can work on. It's easy to fix that. It's easy to improve. And it's so rewarding to know that, you know, how lucky I am that I have such trivial things to worry about.
Yeah, well, it sounds like your involvement there has given you a depth of perspective, that's for sure. Girls, what would you say to someone to persuade them or inspire them to get involved in a program like this?
I think it has probably been one of the most life-changing things, and it seems so simple and it's so easy to do. You know, all we did was email Barb and say hey, we really want to get involved, and look at what was unleashed in 2 years. We had our lives changed in 180 degrees for the better, and you can learn so much from these people, you know, even if it's not to do with wounded soldiers but you can just learn so much, and it's probably one of the most worthwhile things you'll ever do, and you'll probably gain more than what you're actually giving, which is what's hard sometimes, because people will be oh, what you do is so amazing. We're no, we've gained probably more than we give, so.
And for people who that doesn't do it for them, if that doesn't persuade them, you know, the fact that all the opportunities we've had, we got to go to Germany and open up a branch there. Who else can say that they went to Launchable Regional Medical Center and met amazing people, and the trip was 95% paid for by cause for us to go, and the possibility or the opportunity for, you know, Sarah Wren to go with Barb to open Balboa in San Diego. Those opportunities and just the opportunities cause has given us, in addition to what Elie said.
Yeah, well, girls, thank you so much for sharing your story with us in this week's Real Story, and joining us here via webcam in the studio for this discussion. You're truly an inspiration, and I'm sure others will follow in your footsteps thereafter, especially after hearing your story. We look forward to hearing more of the story next week in Chapter 2.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care, girls.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. If you're looking for more ways to help out and get involved, check out the Solutions tab on our website, where you'll find links to Cause, Soldiers Angels, and other organizations. When we come back from the break, we'll be talking with our expert this week, as she explains how people can give a little of their time and get a lot in return. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a minute.
War happens, and we must be prepared. They are fought on different soils, and for very different reasons. Each generation has and must push through their own. Through the generations, the same loyal breed has served for what was right. So come and join your brothers and sisters.
Veterans, log on and find your local posts today.